Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barca president Joan Laporta retains total confidence and trust in Xavi despite poor results lately. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Sergi Roberto, as the 31-year-old Barca defender is on the radar of Juventus and Inter Milan, but he prefers MLS move. We are also going to discuss more on that story. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. It has been a difficult past 10 days or so for Barcelona as they have had to swallow some bitter pills on the footballing pitch. It started with a disheartening 2-1 defeat to arch rivals Real Madrid in the first El Clasico of the season. Even though Barca dominated proceedings for the most part, they came up short on the evening. This past weekend, Barca returned to winning ways, beating Real Sociedad 1-0. But the performance was disappointing, to say the least, and they had to rely on a last-minute winner by Ronald Araujo to get all 3 points. Amid rising questions over their performances, Barcelona put in another dual crazy display last night when they fell short to a surprise 1-0 defeat to Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. The pressure is high on Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez following recent performances and results. Despite that though, Sport is reported that the 43-year-old club legend has the complete trust and confidence of President Joan Laporta and the rest of the board. Xavi admitted a few days ago that a coach has to be ready for anything and that at Barca the demand is maximum, so results are the order of the day. However, despite the poor performance in recent matches, there is no doubt about the coach's work. Xavi has the full support of the club, and this will be the case throughout the season. The Blaugrana administration remained completely committed to Xavi, and that is why the manager was rewarded with a new contract recently as well. So it is clear that there is a sporting slump, but at Barca, they are clear that there is time to turn things around. What counts is that they have practically qualified for the round of 16 of the Champions League and are 4 points behind Girona and 2 points behind Real Madrid in La Liga. The situation is worrying, but it is far from critical at this stage of the season. The sports committee will analyze the team's poor form with Xavi and try to find solutions. For everyone, the key is to maintain unity and show a clear message of support for the coach so that the squad has no doubt that the project is non-negotiable. Xavi, for his part, is going to take measures, but it must be the players who step up because they have shown that they can play at a high level. Exactly what they are saying. Xavi Hernandez is in serious pressure, as you would expect. Being a Barca manager is not easy because just a deep in form can bring a lot of criticisms, and some will be calling out for the manager to be sacked, that he's not fit and stuff like that. But Laporta and his administration, despite all the talks in the media and the fans, is backing up Xavi as you would expect. Xavi Hernandez has always been a man that Laporta likes a lot because Laporta have even said he will extend the contract of Xavi, and of course, which they did. So despite the recent dip in form, Barcelona are still retaining the faith and trust of Xavi. Laporta still have faith in him despite the poor run of form. Xavi is not under any serious pressure. Of course, the fans are mad, and of course, as you expect, being a manager of Barca does not come easy. A lot of pressure whenever you just drop form, The media, the fans are just, climbing on you and say, look, this man should be sacked. But Laporta and his administration does not see it in the same way. So Xavi Hernandez knows that fully well, that he's being backed up by the administration. So from his own path, therefore he does not feel any pressure, despite the media making as though he's under severe pressure. But the highest thing is he needs to turn things around, because it shouldn't remain this way. It shouldn't, because patience has its own limits. The fact that Laporta has pressure on you doesn't mean you keep on playing this way, because there'll be a time that patience runs out. Exactly. So let's just see how the upcoming games will be like for Barca, as Xavi himself knows better than anyone that he needs to turn things around, or else it's not going to be a good future for him and his coaching staff. Then on to the final story of discussion. Following the retirement of Gerard Piqué midway through last season, followed by the departures of Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, Barcelona had to vote in three new captains at the start of the 2023-24 season. Sergio Roberto was promoted from fourth captain to third captain when Messi left at the club. The Spaniard held that role for 2 seasons behind Busquets and Piqué, but was ultimately voted as the first-choice captain for the team, since he is the longest-serving player in the squad, having made his debut back in 2010. Despite holding the captain's armband this season, Roberto is far from first choice in any position for Xavi. He has played just 4 games in the league this season, starting 2. During that time, he has scored 1 goal, but created no chances. With his contract expiring in the summer of 2024, it seems far-fetched that Roberto will be at the club beyond this season. His extension is ruled out from both ends. A report led by Tutto Mercato says that Inter Milan and Juventus are keeping tabs on his situation, and they are interested in signing him on a free transfer at the end of the season. While now at right back, Roberto will likely be deployed in midfield by Simeone Inzaghi, who uses a 3-5-2 and therefore prefers faster players on the wings. Juventus too have been using the 3-5-2 of late and could do with Roberto's services given the lack of fullbacks in the squad. That said, Roberto is leaning towards a move to the MLS, a less stressful league, where he can play out the final years of his football career before retiring. Not to forget, it will give him the chance to reunite with former friends Messi, Busquets, Alba, all of whom have deployed their trade at Inter Miami. Luis Suarez is also expected to join them soon. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.